Kirsty again. I hope that you enjoyed our earlier video of singing about Miss Polly and her Dolly. So I'd like to share with you a little activity that you can do at home to help with your children's language. So we're going to practice doing some understanding where your child has to follow instructions that you give them, but then also practice them giving you the instructions so that they're practicing the talking too. And while we're doing both, we're going to be doing lots and lots of naming of body parts to help with that bit of vocabulary. So I've got my dolly here and I've got some plasters, and what you can do is ask your child to put the plaster on a different part of Dolly. So for example, you might say, "Ooh, can you put plaster on Dolly's hand?" And see if your child is able to put the plaster on Dolly's hand, on the right body part. Now, if they find that a little bit difficult, you can give them a little bit of help and you can point to your own body part as you give the instruction. So for example, I might say this time, "Can you put plaster on Dolly's hand?" And see if that helps them to find the right body part on Dolly. And obviously you can repeat this for lots of different body parts so that you're getting practice at all those body part words and following instructions. Now then the child might like to have a go at giving you instructions of where to put the plasters. So you might say, Mummy put plaster where on Dolly?" And see if your child will name a body part of where they want you to put the plaster. If they don't, you can give them a little bit of help and give them a choice and say something like, "Mummy put plaster on Dolly's nose or Dolly's foot," and see if your child will repeat either nose or foot. Now if they don't, if they point to the body part, that's still okay because they've made a response. You could put the plaster on and say, plaster on Dolly's foot. And then you're modelling that word to them. You can also try leaving a little pause and giving them a little bit of extra thinking time. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please remember to not leave your child unsupervised with the plasters, as they could be a choking hazard. It doesn't have to be a dolly that you use. It could be a teddy or a dinosaur, just to have a go at practicing naming some body parts and getting them to follow some very simple instructions. Thank you. And from me and from Dolly, bye bye.